Hello everybody and welcome to Winter Storm Land. We're going to talk about this system here. I'm meteorologist Brian Ivy. Nice amounts of snow has already fallen back towards Iowa into Minnesota and up into Wisconsin. A few inches, pretty widespread. You have the mixing area with sleet and freezing rain. St. Louis, this is like your fourth ice storm this month, really. It's a moderate to heavy bands across the I-80 corridor, I-90 corridor. That'll produce a few inches there. And then this is really what's setting up to be the main area of snow action in towards southern Michigan as we go through the overnight hours. Notice the temperatures. They're cold, so this system is running into cold air. It's going to take a while to really warm up and allow for more of that mixing action to reach northward. So let's take a look at it as we bring things forward throughout the evening hours. There's your moderate to heavy hit of snow on the leading edge into greater Cleveland, into Detroit, Lansing. There'll be a little break here on the southern end here, Ohio Valley, Columbus area into maybe Pittsburgh after the first wave of snow moves through. Then it's going to be a mixing situation. We'll have freezing rain, sleet, and snow changing over to rain as we get this warm push of air in towards Indiana and Ohio. But notice Detroit and north, that's going to be a big snow event. Not much of a changeover at all. Widespread moderate to heavy snow pushing across portions of Brantford, Ontario, on portions of Niagara Falls, Toronto, and then the warm weather settles in. We'll have the rain on the backside of this system with more widespread moderate to even some heavy snow into the northeast, New England. Then cold air. Big stretch of Canadian cold air pushing in on the backside. As we go into the day on Sunday, we'll have a decent amount of lake effect snow developing off the Great Lakes with still some what we call synoptic or that system moisture in tow across Quebec, up in Newfoundland as well. So active, and one of the bigger, most impactful storms we've seen this winter. This is what it's going to look like around 4 a.m. Moderate snow, greater Cleveland, Youngstown into Pittsburgh. Then we'll get a little bit of that mixing. Notice off towards the south there, that's your dry slot. This is the moderate snow, widespread moderate snow, some heavy periods at times. Freezing rain on the back end. It's just going to be a little tiny glaze of ice, mainly on top of the snow that's already fallen or on roadways that have already been treated and plowed. Should not be a big issue as temperatures quickly warm up and we'll tap into all rain, just plain rain, on the backside of the system. Here's just one of many different model forecasts. I think this one has a pretty good idea. Widespread half-foot of snow, southern Michigan. Some areas, yes, 8-9 inches of snow likely. Into northern Ohio, it's going to be right around 4 inches or so in spots. And then up into New England, you're talking about a widespread hit, 3 to 6 inches, more in the higher elevations, and then more with any kind of lake enhancement that happens after that as we get the rest of the cold air to move across the Great Lakes. So that's a blizzard warning, guys. As that moves out, there'll be plenty of blowing and drifting as the strong low pressure center produces widespread 40-50 mile per hour wind gusts. Winter storm warning, winter weather advisories here, the Detroit metropolitan area. Biggest storm since back in November. That's going to be a nice snowmaker for sure. And then this stretches all the way up across portions of the northeast. Widespread impacts, higher elevations here downwind of the lake. So you're dealing with more in the way of some heavier snow. Cold temperatures coming on the back half of this. This is Sunday evenings, wind chills or feels like temperatures. You're going to be in the single digits, Ohio Valley, Michigan, up in towards portions of New England. This is the big sucker. Really cold air coming down. It hasn't been appearing too often this winter, but negative 15, negative 20 degrees feels like certainly possible northern plains into the upper Midwest. And even across the deeper south, you're still talking about temperatures feeling like around 30 degrees. So it's going to be cold. We're going to see that for a couple of days into early next week, allowing for some of that lake effect snow as well. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this was good information for you. If you are a snow contractor, we provide expert information specific for your location and for your operation as well. Contact us today. We'll be happy to chat.